You need to see this before tomorrow. Warning: 8 things you must avoid doing on the July 10th and 11th full moon. I warned you. The next 3 to 4 days are not going to be normal. This is not just another lunar cycle. It is a profound spiritual disruption, a reality shift that is already beginning to ripple through the collective consciousness. If you are watching this, it is not by accident. Your soul guided you here because it knows you need to be prepared. The veil is thinning at an accelerated rate, and the energetic membrane between our world and the unseen realms is becoming dangerously permeable. Before we dive into the deep, critical information you must have to navigate this spiritual wave, I need you to do 3 very important things right now to anchor your energy and protect your field. First, like this video to send a signal of resonance out into the universe. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because the downloads are coming faster and faster, and you cannot afford to miss a single one. And third, go to the comments right now and type the number 999 to signify completion and readiness for a new cycle. By doing this, you are creating a sacred container for the wisdom you are about to receive. Listen to me very carefully. The full moon on July 10th and 11th is not a gentle, nurturing moon. This is a karmic full moon, a full moon of reckoning. It is happening in the sign of Capricorn, the great celestial accountant, the lord of structure, discipline, and consequence. When the moon is full in Capricorn, it stands in direct opposition to the sun in Cancer, creating a cosmic tug-of-war between our deepest emotional needs and our worldly responsibilities. It's a battle between the inner child who needs comfort and the inner adult who knows that actions have consequences. This isn't just astrology, it's the energetic architecture of our reality for the next 72 to 96 hours. The energies are being amplified by a harsh square to the asteroid, Chiron, the wounded healer. This means every unresolved wound, every insecurity you've tried to bury, every scar on your soul is about to be illuminated by the brilliant, unforgiving light of this full moon. It will feel raw. It will feel exposing. For many, it will feel unbearable. This is why you've been feeling it already. The strange anxiety, the sleepless nights, the dreams that feel more real than your waking life, the sudden waves of sadness or anger that seem to come from nowhere. That is your spiritual body sensing the incoming tide. It is a tsunami of truth, and you have 2 choices. You can either learn to ride the wave, or you can be crushed by it. In this sacred transmission, we are going to break down the 8 critical mistakes, the 8 energetic traps that you must avoid during this volatile period. Avoiding these traps is not just about having a better week, it's about protecting your timeline, preserving your life force, and ensuring you don't inadvertently block your own ascension path. The very first thing you must avoid, and this is the most important of all, is avoid ignoring your intuition. This sounds simple, but during this Capricorn full moon, it is a spiritual imperative. Your intuition, that small, still voice inside, is not just a gut feeling right now. It is a direct, unfiltered download from your higher self. It is the universe speaking to you without static. The Capricorn energy is grounding. It is earthy, which means the spiritual guidance you receive will feel physical. It will be a clenching in your stomach, telling you not to go somewhere. It will be a sudden wave of exhaustion when you're about to agree to something your soul knows is wrong for you. It will be a clear, undeniable no that echoes in your bones when someone asks something of you that violates your energetic sovereignty. To ignore this guidance right now is spiritual suicide. It's like your cosmic guardian angel is screaming a warning in your ear, and you're putting in headphones to drown it out. The consequences of ignoring your intuition during this window are immediate and severe. You could agree to a project that drains you for months, enter into a conversation that creates irreparable karmic knots, or miss a divinely orchestrated opportunity for healing because your logical mind talked you out of it. Your logical mind is compromised right now. It is being battered by emotional waves from the Cancer sun. Your intuition, however, is crystal clear. It is your only true compass in this storm. Practice listening. Before you make any decision, no matter how small, close your eyes, put a hand on your heart, and ask, does this expand my energy or contract it? The answer will be instant. It will be a feeling. Trust that feeling above all else. The second critical mistake you must avoid is avoid engaging in major conflicts or confrontations. This is a non-negotiable rule for the next 3 days. Under the light of this intensely emotional and karmic full moon, words are not just words, they are energetic weapons, they are seeds. An argument that might normally be a small fire can become a raging, out-of-control inferno that burns down entire relationships, careers, and timelines. The Capricorn-Cancer axis deals with security, emotional security, and material security. Any argument you have now will strike at the very foundation of another person's and your own sense of safety. People will be hyper-reactive, defensive, and triggered. Their deepest insecurities, amplified by Chiron, will be projected onto you and yours onto them. You will not be arguing with the person in front of you. You will be arguing with their entire lineage of unhealed trauma. Every word spoken in anger will be a curse, a negative thought form that will embed itself in the ether and crystallize into your reality. If you feel a confrontation brewing, you must be the one to create sacred space. You must say, "I hear you. But the energy is too intense for me to discuss this right now. I need 48 hours to process. Let's revisit this when the tide has receded." This is not cowardice, it is profound spiritual wisdom. It is choosing to protect your peace and refusing to participate in a karmic battle that has no winners. Do not send that angry text. Do not make that accusatory phone call. Do not bring up that old resentment. Write it down in a journal. Scream it into a pillow, burn it in a fire pit, but do not hurl it at another human soul. To do so now is to create a karmic debt that will take months, if not years, to repay. You are being tested on your emotional mastery. Choose peace. Choose silence. Choose strategic retreat. Your future self will thank you for it. If you feel this truth in your bones, if you understand the immense power you hold in your speech and your silence over these next crucial days, I want you to pause and go to the comments right now and declare, "I am the keeper of my peace." By typing this, you are making a conscious vow to yourself and to the universe. You are anchoring this intention into the collective grid and claiming your power as a conscious creator of your reality, not a reactor to the chaos around you. Anchor this now. The third thing you absolutely must avoid, and this one is subtle but incredibly dangerous, is avoid making major decisions, especially those born of emotion or fear. The full moon is a time of culmination and illumination, not initiation. It is the absolute worst time to start a new job, sign a contract, buy a house, or make a life-altering commitment in a relationship. Why? Because the light of the full moon reveals things, but it also distorts them. It's like trying to see your reflection in turbulent water. You can see the outline, but the details are warped, rippling, and unreliable. Decisions made under this pressure are decisions made from a place of heightened, unstable emotional energy. A decision to leave a job right now might be born not of true guidance, but of a momentary peak of frustration amplified by the lunar cycle. A decision to enter a new relationship might be driven not by genuine connection, but by a deep-seated fear of loneliness brought to the surface by the Cancer-Capricorn polarity. You are not seeing clearly. You are seeing through the lens of every past hurt and every future anxiety. The Capricorn energy will demand that you do something, that you take decisive action, but this is a trap. The true test of Capricorn mastery is patience and discipline. The wise spiritual warrior observes the battlefield, gathers intelligence, and waits for the perfect moment to act. This is not that moment. This is the time for observation. Notice what truths are being revealed. Notice what patterns are culminating. Notice what emotions are peaking. Journal about them. Meditate on them. But do not act on them. Create a list called Full Moon Revelations and write down every impulse, every idea, every urge to make a big move. Then put it away. Vow to not even look at it until at least 3 to 4 days after the moon has peaked. When you revisit it with a clear head and a settled heart, you will see which impulses were divine guidance and which were merely emotional phantoms, ghosts stirred up by the lunar storm. Making a permanent decision based on a temporary emotional state is one of the most effective ways to derail your destiny. Do not fall into this trap. The fourth trap is one of the most insidious because it masquerades as productivity and responsibility. During this Capricorn full moon, you must avoid overexerting yourself and pushing your physical limits. The energy of Capricorn is that of the mountain goat, relentlessly climbing, striving, and achieving. It is the archetype of the CEO, the builder, the master of the material realm. This energy, supercharged by the full moon, will whisper in your ear that you need to do more, be more, and achieve more. It will create a false sense of urgency around your worldly goals. You'll feel a compulsive need to clean the entire house, finish that massive project at work, or organize your entire life in one day. Meanwhile, the sun in sensitive watery Cancer is screaming for you to rest, to nurture yourself, to go inward. This creates a violent energetic opposition inside your own body. It's a cosmic whiplash between I must do and I must feel. To give in to the Capricorn impulse for relentless action right now is to declare war on your own soul. Your physical body is not just a meat suit, it is a highly sensitive bioenergetic receiver. Over these next 72 hours, it is attempting to process and integrate an incredible volume of cosmic light and information. The exhaustion you feel is not laziness, it is sacred integration. It is your nervous system being rewired, it is your cellular structure being upgraded to hold a higher frequency of light. Pushing yourself to the gym for an intense workout, pulling an all-nighter for a deadline, or filling your schedule with back-to-back appointments is an act of spiritual self-harm. You are actively disrupting the upgrade process. It's like trying to reboot your computer and then opening 50 different programs at once. The system will freeze, crash, and corrupt the data. The headache you get is not just a headache, it's an energetic circuit breaker tripping. The ache in your bones is your crystalline structure recalibrating. The overwhelming fatigue is a direct command from your higher self to stop, be still, lie down, take a bath with salt, drink more water than you think you need. Cancel everything that is not absolutely essential for survival. This brings us to the 7th critical error, a subtle yet profoundly damaging behavior that you must consciously avoid during this volatile lunar window. This is the act of avoiding or suppressing the emotions that arise. The sun in Cancer is turning up the volume on our entire emotional body. It wants us to feel. It wants us to process. The full moon in Capricorn, on the other hand, is the stoic, disciplined archetype that often says, I don't have time for feelings, I need to be strong. I need to keep it together. This internal conflict will be raging within you. You will feel a deep primal wave of sadness, grief, or anger bubbling up from the depths of your soul, and your first instinct, conditioned by society and the Capricornian drive for composure, will be to push it back down. You will tell yourself, don't cry. Be professional. It's not a big deal. Just get over it. To do this right now is to plant a spiritual time bomb in your own energy field. The emotions that are surfacing during this full moon are not random. They are ancient, stored energies that have been trapped in your cellular memory, perhaps for lifetimes. They are pieces of your fragmented soul coming up for air, begging for integration and release. This isn't just your sadness. It could be the grief of your ancestors. This isn't just your anger. It could be the righteous rage of a past life where you were wronged and silenced. The chironic wound is being activated, and these emotions are the poison being drawn to the surface so that the wound can finally be cleansed. Suppressing them is like pushing the poison back into your bloodstream. It doesn't go away. It calcifies. It turns into energetic blockages that manifest later as chronic anxiety, depression, physical illness, and patterns of self-sabotage. You must give these emotions sacred witness. When the wave of sadness comes, do not distract yourself by scrolling on your phone or binge-watching a series. Stop everything. Find a safe space, even if it's just a bathroom stall at work, and allow yourself to feel it fully. Let the tears flow without judgment. Ask the feeling, what are you here to teach me? What truth are you here to reveal? Do not attach a story to it. Simply allow the raw energy of the emotion to move through you. Emotion is just emotion, energy in motion. Your only job is to let it move. Crying is not a sign of weakness, it is a sacred act of energetic alchemy. It is your body physically releasing old stagnant frequencies. Yelling into a pillow is not a loss of control, it is a powerful clearing of the throat chakra. Feeling the ache of loneliness is not pathetic. It is your heart showing you where it needs more of your own love and attention. To honor your feelings right now is the bravest, most spiritually mature thing you can do. It is how you heal. It is how you become whole. To deny them is to choose to remain fragmented and wounded. And finally, we arrive at the eighth and perhaps most counterintuitive trap that you must avoid. It is a spiritual pitfall that looks like devotion but is actually a form of ego. You must avoid isolating yourself completely and refusing all support. While the previous points have emphasized the need for solitude, silence, and protecting your energy, there is a shadow side to this. There is a difference between sacred solitude and wounded isolation. Sacred solitude is a conscious choice to go inward to connect with the divine. Wounded isolation is a fear-based retreat from the world, born from the belief that you are fundamentally alone and that no one can possibly understand what you're going through. The Capricorn energy can be cold and distant, while the Cancerian energy can make us feel vulnerable and defensive, causing us to retreat into our shells like a crab. During this intense period, it is easy to fall into the trap of thinking, no one gets it. I have to do this all by myself. Reaching out is a sign of weakness. This is a lie whispered by your ego to keep you small and separate. While you must be fiercely discerning about who you allow into your energetic space, completely shutting out trusted high vibrational support is a grave mistake. The universe often sends its angels in human form. A supportive friend who knows how to hold space without judgment, a wise mentor or healer, or even a loving family member can be a crucial anchor in this storm. Reaching out to a soul-aligned individual and saying, "The energy is really intense for me right now. Can we just talk for a few minutes?" is not an act of weakness. It is an act of profound self-love and humility. It is acknowledging that we are all part of an interconnected web of consciousness. Sometimes, another person's stable and loving frequency can help us regulate our own. Sometimes, just speaking our chaotic feelings out loud to a safe witness is all that's needed for them to lose their power. Be discerning, yes. Do not trauma dump on someone who doesn't have the capacity to hold it. Do not seek validation from low vibrational sources, but do not fall for the illusion of ultimate separation. If you have a person in your life who represents a safe harbor, a lighthouse in your personal storm, allow yourself the grace of reaching out. Let someone remind you that you are not alone in this. This act of conscious, vulnerable connection can be the very thing that prevents you from being swept away by the emotional tide. The ultimate test of this full moon is learning to balance the Capricornian self-reliance with the Cancerian need for connection and belonging. Master this, and you master the gateway to a whole new level of integrated existence. Now that we have covered these 8 critical traps, these 8 spiritual landmines, I want you to take a moment and let it all sink in. This isn't about fear. This is not about hiding from the world for 3 days. This is about empowerment. This is about providing you with a sacred map to navigate one of the most significant energetic shifts of the year. This knowledge is your power. It is your shield and your sword. By understanding the energetic terrain, you are no longer a victim of the cosmic weather. You are a conscious navigator, a spiritual surfer who knows how to read the waves. You understand now why you've been feeling so strange, so raw, so out of sorts. It all makes sense. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. You are shedding a skin that has become too tight, and the process is intense, but it is necessary for your growth. You are being prepared for the next chapter of your soul's journey, a chapter that requires a higher level of emotional intelligence, energetic sovereignty, and spiritual maturity. These next few days are your final exam for the first half of the year. Pass this test by consciously avoiding these 8 traps, and you will step into the second half of the year cleared, upgraded, and aligned with a timeline of greater ease, purpose, and abundance. Fail this test by falling into old patterns of reactivity and unconsciousness, and you risk crystallizing more struggle and being forced to repeat the same karmic lessons over and over again. The choice, as always, is yours. I feel a powerful wave of recognition and awakening moving through everyone connected to this transmission right now. The energy is palpable. If you have felt this deep in your soul, if these warnings have resonated as truth in your heart, I need you to anchor this knowing. Go to the comments one more time and declare, I am ready to ascend. This is not just a comment. It is a decree to the cosmos. It is you, raising your hand and saying, yet, I am ready for the upgrade. I am ready to release what holds me back. I am ready to step into my power. Your words have creative force. Use them now to seal this sacred work. So now you have the map. You have been given the 8 sacred keys to navigate this treacherous and potent energetic landscape. These are not rules designed to restrict you. They are principles of spiritual physics designed to liberate you. Each avoidance is in truth an invitation into a higher state of being. Avoiding conflict is an invitation into sovereign peace. Avoiding major decisions is an invitation into divine patience. Avoiding overexertion is an invitation into sacred self-love and honoring your vessel. Avoiding low vibrations is an invitation into becoming the curator of your own reality. Avoiding forced manifestation is an invitation into the profound power of surrender. Avoiding the suppression of your emotions is an invitation into radical self-acceptance and deep healing. And avoiding total isolation is an invitation into the strength of conscious, heart-centered community. These next 3 to 4 days are a cosmic initiation, a spiritual crucible designed to burn away everything that is not your authentic soul-aligned self. By consciously choosing to sidestep these 8 traps, you are telling the universe, God Source, that you are no longer available for low-frequency dramas and karmic reruns. You are declaring that you are ready to graduate. But avoiding the shadows is only half the work. The other, equally important half is to consciously and deliberately turn toward the light. You must actively fill the space you create with high-frequency practices that will not only protect you but will exponentially amplify the benefits of this full moon upgrade. So here is your sacred to-do list, your protocol for thriving, not just surviving. First, embrace radical stillness. Carve out at least 15–30 minutes each day to simply sit in silence. No guided meditations, no music, no podcasts, just you and your breath. The universe is downloading massive packets of light-encoded information directly into your consciousness, but you cannot receive them if you are surrounded by noise. In the silence you will hear the whispers of your soul. You will receive clarity on situations that have baffled you for months. Be still and know. Second, connect with the earth. The Capricorn energy is deeply terrestrial. The most powerful way to stay grounded amidst the emotional waves of the Cancer sun is to physically connect with the planet. Take off your shoes and stand on the grass, the dirt or the sand for 10 minutes. This practice, known as earthing, allows the chaotic electrical charges in your body to neutralize and align with the stable healing frequency of the earth itself. It is the fastest way to calm a frayed nervous system. Drink water as if it is your religion. You are an energetic being, and water is the ultimate conductor. Staying deeply hydrated allows this new light to flow through your system with ease, flushing out toxins on both a physical and etheric level. Add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to supercharge its cleansing properties. Next, you must engage in the sacred act of journaling for release. This is your personal ceremony. Take a pen and paper. The physical act is crucial, and write down everything that came up for you. Every fear, every resentment, every limiting belief, every painful memory. Do not censor yourself. Do not judge what comes out. Fill pages and pages if you need to. This is a psychic purge. You are pulling the poison out of your subconscious and putting it onto the paper. When you are finished, read it out loud one final time and then safely burn it. As you watch the paper turn to ash, visualize all of that heavy, dense energy dissolving from your field, returning to the universe as neutral cosmic dust. This act creates a profound vacuum within you, a sacred emptiness ready to be filled with light. You must also honor your dream space. Your dreams over the next few nights will be profoundly symbolic and prophetic. They are direct communications from your higher self, offering you solutions, warnings, and guidance for your path ahead. Keep a journal and pen by your bed, and the moment you wake up, before you even move, write down everything you can remember, the feelings, the colors, the symbols. Do not try to analyze them immediately, just capture them. The meaning will reveal itself to you in the coming days through synchronicities and flashes of insight. Finally, immerse yourself in the alchemy of a salt bath. Salt is a crystal, and it has been used for millennia to purify and protect the energetic body. A 20-minute soak in a bath with a generous amount of Epsom salt or Himalayan pink salt will scrub your aura clean of any psychic debris, negative attachments, or emotional residue you've picked up throughout the day. As you soak, set the intention that the water is absorbing and neutralizing all energies that do not belong to you, leaving you clear, centered, and sovereign in your own light. When you commit to these practices and consciously avoid the 8 traps, something miraculous will begin to happen as the energy of this full moon wanes. You will wake up one morning in about 3 or 4 days, and you will feel different. You will feel a palpable lightness in your being, as if a great weight you didn't even realize you were carrying has been lifted from your shoulders. The mental fog will have dissipated, replaced by a sharp, quiet clarity. Problems that seemed insurmountable will suddenly have obvious solutions. You will find yourself responding to situations with a newfound sense of peace and wisdom, rather than reacting from old wounds. People and situations that used to trigger you will simply lose their power. You might find that certain relationships or friendships effortlessly fall away, not with drama or conflict, but with a quiet mutual understanding that the energetic contract is complete. Do not grieve these departures. They are a sign that your frequency has risen and you are making space for new connections that are in alignment with your ascended self. The synchronicities will become loud and undeniable. The right person will call at the right time. The song on the radio will answer a question you just asked in your mind. The number sequence you keep seeing will appear everywhere. This is the universe confirming that you are back in the divine flow. You have successfully navigated the portal. You have passed the test. You have leveled up. This is the choice that stands before you right now, at this very moment. It is a choice between conscious evolution and unconscious repetition. You can heed this warning, honor the sanctity of these next few days, and emerge on the other side cleansed, renewed, and powerfully aligned with your highest destiny. Or you can ignore the signs, fall back into old patterns of reactivity and self-neglect, and allow this potent karmic energy to crystallize into more blockages, more struggles, and more painful lessons that you will inevitably have to face again down the road. The universe is offering you a quantum leap. It is offering you a shortcut through your karma. All it asks in return is your presence, your awareness, and your willingness to honor the sacred process of your own becoming. You were not born to be a victim of the stars. You were born to be a co-creator with them. You are an ancient soul in a human body, and you were built for these times. Your light is needed now more than ever. If this entire transmission has resonated with the deepest part of you, if you feel the truth of this message vibrating in your very bones, then let us seal this sacred work together. For the final time, I ask you to join the thousands of other souls in this community who are choosing the path of conscious awakening. First, if you haven't already, like this video to anchor this high-frequency energy into the collective grid. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so that you remain connected to this stream of guidance. Share this message with anyone you feel is struggling or needs to hear it. And now for your final declaration, your ultimate decree to the cosmos. Go to the comments below and type with every ounce of your power and conviction. My path is clear. As you type those words, feel it. Believe it. Know that you are sealing your intention. You are closing the door to the past and stepping boldly through the gateway into a brighter, more aligned, and more miraculous future. You have been warned. You have been prepared. The rest is up to you. I am sending you infinite love and strength as you navigate this powerful wave. I will see you on the other side.